Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The jury having reached a verdict, Ms. Guyger and your team, would you please stand? We, the jury, unanimously find the defendant, Amber Guyger, guilty of murder as charged in the indictment. No outburst. And it is signed by the presiding juror, who is juror number 11. Mr. Rogers, would you like to have the jury poll?
There you go.
All right. You may be seated, Ms. Guyger. We're going to take a break. You all will have a long lunch break today, and we will resume court at 1 p.m.
Everybody clear the courtroom, we'd appreciate it. Head out.
I was in New York with my daughter at 12:30 a.m. on September 7th when she came to inform me that she had gotten a call and that somebody told her that Botham was shot and that he died. Thank you.
And when you received that news, Ms. Jean, how has your life been since that particular day?
My life has not been the same. It's just been like a roller coaster. I cannot sleep. I cannot eat. It's just been the most terrible time for me. They were very close. We had a very, very close family. Very, very close. Botham once surprised me for Mother's Day. I didn't know he was coming. I was sleeping that Sunday afternoon and I heard his voice. He used to call me Gigi. That was short for Governor General. He said I was his Governor General. And I was sleeping and I heard Gigi. And I'm like, but that's Botham's voice, but maybe I'm dreaming. So I closed my eyes again. And he just came and lay down on me on the bed. He flew all the way from Arkansas at the time. And he came to St. Lucia to surprise me. Because he died a few days before his 27th birthday. I always referred to him as the glue to my 3 kids because he was able to relate to Alyssa and bring Alyssa to Brand and vice versa. But Botham was also was this take charge type of person, so he was always giving advice. I spoke with him on September 5th, that was the day before. He called about 9:30 in the evening, so that's when we last spoke.
My mother, she's different. She cries a lot. Most of the time she would call me. We try our best to comfort each other, but it's really hard because sometimes she calls me on a bad day where I'm low. For Bertram, I would describe him as just a shell, because it's like the light behind his eyes are off. Jareem, he's 11. Jareem, now he is scared of police officers. One time I picked him up from school and he came running scared, and I was scared because I thought something was wrong with him, and he came into the car and like, what's going on? And he said he just saw a police officer, and that frightened him.
But he was also very generous with you as well.
He really was. When I closed on my house and he came on his birthday, 2017, he asked me to take him to Best Buy, so I did. And it was for him to buy me a TV as a housewarming on his birthday.
How does it make you feel?
That I want my brother back.
You can just hear that voice and talk to that voice. One last time.
Yeah. Like if I could just continue our last conversation, just not let him hang up the phone.
We still have the sentencing phase to go, but this is a huge victory, not only for the family of Botham Jean, but as his mother Allison told me a moment ago, this is a victory for black people in America. It's a signal that the tide is going to change here. Police officers are going to begin to be held accountable for their actions, and we believe that will begin to change policing culture all over the world. It's a sad reality that this community waited on pins and needles to decide whether or not someone could be held guilty for killing an unarmed black man in his home while eating ice cream. This should have been automatic. This should have been anticipated and expected, but it is extremely rare. And we, from this day forward, we're leading the way, we are pushing so that it is not rare, but that this is common, that justice continues to roll down like water and righteousness like a mighty stream.
Yeah. And now we're here today because Amber Guyger has now been convicted of murder for the death of Botham. And we just hope that somehow, some way, we can get some healing in this community and we can get the proper training so no other family can have to deal with what Bertram and Miss Allison, Alicia, and Brant are now dealing with. Although we got a murder conviction, their lives will never be the same.
And this verdict is for Trayvon Martin, it's for Michael Brown, it's for Sandra Bland, it's for Tamir Rice, it's for Eric Gardner, it's for Antoine Rose, it's for Jamel Roberts, for E.J. Bradford, for Stephon Clark.
We believe in the wisdom of this jury. That decision is in the hands of this jury. And so we believe that Botham's life mattered, and we want to see a sentence that reflects that.
To the Dallas 9, to all of the people who are here, I want to say thank you.
Yes.
Because of your sacrifice, this family is able to see some form of justice in Dallas, Texas, where many people at large in the community felt like it was hopeless.
Yes.
I'm so grateful to God that we see a guilty verdict.